Hi everyone, this is our ancestor altar as it currently stands. Our practice is ever evolving, so the setup may actually change within a year, but right now this is what it looks like. As you can see, here we have some food for offering, which is rum, and a bowl over the food on a plate. So we have the bowl over the food to keep it from the cats. And in here I have a bread, coffee grounds, and a cookie. And here we have a practice that we got from Pagan, which is the skull on top of the hearthstone. The skull is our connection or conduit to the ancestors, and the hearthstone is the place at which we gather. You know, it's reminiscent of the fireplace, the warmth of the fireplace, the center of the household kind of thing. And we see here and here are two spirit bottles that Tara made, and they contain various herbs as well as snake skin, crushed eggshells, graveyard dirt, and other such things. And currently we have 4 different colored candle holders, one red, one quote-unquote gray, it is tinted, one clear, and one black, which was painted. And they're supposed to symbolize, you know, red, gray, white, and black, which is an often color combination you find in traditional witchcraft, reminiscent of the Awen and other such energies. We associated with at the time when we just recognized 4 paths of witchcraft, and now we're at 6, which I touched upon in a previous video. So that has to be updated. But that's what those candles are there for. And here I have a tea light with this little piece of wood that I'm not sure the name of it. It was given to me a while ago, but you burn it, and it's like a smudge. You know, it's a type of smudge. Hopefully it'll light quick, and we won't waste any time here with this video. Well, it doesn't seem to light very easily at times. But what I'll do with this is I'll light it and smudge the space. Tap it on the altar 3 times. And say, "Hail to the mighty dead, the ancestors, those who have gone before, and those who have yet to be." And usually I will then converse with them openly or just mentally. I'll meditate or trance and do some journey work. And then when I'm done, I'll say thank you and blow the candles out. Some of the other things we have on the altar are tarot deck, some of my runes, Tara's tarot deck, a bell, a little stag bell. You definitely, if you haven't realized this yet, but the Christmas season is sometimes a wonderful time of the year to find interesting little items, such as this bell, which is actually a Christmas decoration, but we saw it, and I saw it and I wanted it, so I grabbed it. But it's got a great sound to it, very haunting, and it resonates for a very long time. So that's actually a Christmas thing. So keep in mind, when Christmas comes around, don't always roll your eyes. Sometimes you'll find some great stag memorabilia and items. The other interesting thing that we have on the altar here is this notepad with this box. And this is so I'll write notes, or we'll write notes to the ancestors, fold them up, put them in this box for when we have our full moon ritual, where all those notes will get burned to send the messages off to the ancestors. So, and finally, I have my shoe stone here, which is a Mexican obsidian. It has a lot of it's tough to see in this video, but it has there's actually some depth. You can kind of see some of it in there. There's a little bit, there's actually some depth in this. It's not just a black stone. There's a lot of subtleties in it, and it's actually great for scrying and trancing out, and even just holding it and kind of tossing it in your hands to create like a subtle rocking motion back and forth that helps induce a trance state. So I'll use it like that sometimes, and that stays on this altar as well. The altar itself is actually very close to the ground. Here's the floor, and there's the top of the altar. So it's designed so I can sit in front of it. It's about the height of my knees and the width of my hands. It's only about 3 feet wide, so it's within, everything on the altar is within my reach. So it's designed to fit me as a person. But this is our ancestor altar, and it is, we'll exchange the food, or rather we'll change out the food once a week, roughly. And we'll either put the food outside, or we'll just throw it out. Because, you know, when you're done with food and you have extras that you don't want to save, what do you do with them? You throw them out. So that's what we do. Now, let's see, what else can I talk about here? The skull is resin. As you can see, it's very decorative, and it's not a real skull, but it is actually molded from a real skull. You can kind of tell with some of the subtle details in it that this is actually taken from a real human skull. And I purchased this online. It's a neat little piece, and I recommend it if you're looking for some kind of a ritual skull, to definitely check it out. I got this at Eclectic Artisans, which is eartisans.net. I bought it there from them. So, but this is just one of several altars that we have in the apartment. We also have a Genus Loci altar, and we have what we call it the sacrificial altar, and we call it that because it's not a main altar, but it changes in and out, and that's where we do a lot of our offerings and things like that, which are just petitionary and food based, and that's just for ritual. So we'll take that in and out during the time when we're setting up. We'll set it up and we'll put it back and take it out and put it back. But this one actually stays in the apartment. I'll back up a little so you can kind of see it from a distance. So, but that is our ancestor altar.